Welcome to sixth grade, Durkin scholars. I'm Miss McGrath. I'm the special education teacher that will be working with sixth grade students.
Hi, I'm Miss West. I'll be teaching science and social studies here at Durkin Park.
Hi, I'm Treese Brendich, and I'll be teaching reading and writing.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Ryan, and I'll be teaching math. Okay, we would like everybody to join their Google Classroom. So here are the links for everyone's homeroom Google Classroom. Once you join that, then we will give you further directions on joining the rest of your classes. But that is the first step. Join your Google Classroom homeroom.
Mr. McGrath, you want to introduce yourself?
I was just talking. Hello?
You are on mute.
Oh, duh. These technical problems are just awesome. Anyways, I'm entering my third year of teaching. My original students are 48 years old. I'm a 1980 graduate of St. Pete School, which is right down the street in Mount Carmel. I went to Northwestern University for my undergrad, and I got my master's from DePaul. And I've been proud to call Durkin Park my second home for 16 years. Growing up at 8034 South Colon and being able to help kids from my old neighborhood and families from my old neighborhood has been the honor of a lifetime.
Okay, boys and girls and families, whoever your homeroom teacher is, you would have gotten a welcome letter by now at this point. So your homeroom teacher is the schedule you'll follow. Okay, so from 7:45 to 8:30 every day, you'll log into Google Classrooms and into the homeroom SEL class. Okay, and then you just follow the schedule. You'll have your first period from 8:30 to 9:30. So you'll have to log out of homeroom and log into whatever your 8:30 to 9:30 period is in your Google Classroom section. Then you'll log off at 9:30. You'll join whatever your special is for the day, and you'll keep following that routine. So every hour you will log off and get into your next classroom to meet with that teacher. Okay, we will be done at 2:30 every day, and then you'll have the rest of the day to yourself.
And then here is our specials schedule for the year. You'll go towards your homeroom, whichever homeroom you're in, and we will let you know what day it is on the first day of school, and we'll just go in order. So at 9:30 every morning, you'll go to which color it is, and you'll find which classroom you should be in on Google Classroom. And that we can do that for the whole time that we're at home.
All right, attendance. According to CPS policy, scholars are required to log in daily for attendance. We will take attendance at the beginning of the day and then the end of the day during homeroom. Teachers will also take attendance during each class to ensure scholars are actively engaged in remote learning for the duration of the school day. Attendance and punctuality are very important to the learning process. Requirements for when a scholar will be marked tardy, present, or half-day attendance will remain comparable to a normal school day. So basically the expectation is that you are to be present during all your classes each day, just like you would if you were coming into the building. So please try your best to be on time. And then please call the office if your child is sick and will not be attending remote learning for the school day. So just like you would if we were in the building, you would call the office to notify them if you are not going to be in school that day. All right.
Remote learning daily expectations. 1, log into appropriate class on time. 2, come to each class with a pencil and paper. 3, bring a snack and drink. That's optional. Number 4, create a virtual background during the Google Meet, optional. And if you need help, go to this link here to help you with the background.
All right, so once we're on your Google Meet, we're going to go through some expectations. So when you log into your Google Classroom, there's going to be a generated Google Meets link. That's how you will sign into class, okay? So you want to be on time and get on that link ready to go right away. You're going to want to do your best to find a quiet place in your house so you're not distracted. Please either have your Chromebook charged or have your charger connected to your Chromebook so that you don't end up logging off a class in the middle of it. I think headphones are really useful, especially if you have brothers and sisters working in the same area as you. Please try to wear appropriate clothing and be in camera view so we can see your expression and really connect with you. Always have yourself on mute unless the teacher asks you to unmute yourself, okay? Be focused, pay attention, and be ready to learn. Raise your hand or type in the chat box if you have a question. When you are speaking, please speak clearly and stay on topic. Try not to have side conversations in the chat box with anybody else. We're going to use that for participation only. And be respectful, be kind, and be considerate of everybody.
For the grading policy this year, we'll do it the same as it has been in years past. An A will be 100 to a 90, B 89 to an 80, C 79 to 70, and so forth. And then for each one of your assignments and tests and quizzes, the scale will be as follows. Tests and quizzes are 50%, assignments are 30%, and performance tasks, which are any projects or end of the year activities, end of the quarter activities, will be worth 20%. So you should be using Aspen to check your grades periodically, I would say a couple times a week, and also check to see if you have any missing work through Aspen. And then you can use these links to sign up for Class Dojo, depending on which homeroom you're in. You'll click on the link that corresponds with your homeroom teacher.
All right, parent contact / office hours. Teachers will be available to respond to emails, and Class Dojo messages from 1:30 to 2:30 daily. So basically, you can email us and contact us on Class Dojo and email whenever you would like, but just know that we will respond during that time. So between 1:30 and 2:30 daily. You may leave a message. Oh, sorry, I already said that. You may leave a message outside of office hours. Yes, so you can email us at any time, but we will just be responding between 1:30 and 2:30 each day. Okay?
Okay, so the start of every day is 7:45 sharp. You want to log into your homeroom. During homeroom, we will start every day with attendance at the beginning of class. As one of the teachers told you earlier, tardies will still be accounted for. So if you're not there at 7:45, you will be marked tardy. We'll start the day just like regular school with the pledge, any announcements or housekeeping that we need to take care of. And then we will stay in homeroom for some SEL, social emotional learning. And then at the end of at 8:30, homeroom will be over. We will take attendance once again to make sure no one has logged out of the class after we originally took attendance. So you will be just expected to start and finish every class. So what is social emotional learning? So again, we said we're going to start every day with SEL class. It's really going to be a top priority for the entire school. And we want to address these social emotional needs. Why are we doing this? Because we really want to build some good, supportive, strong relationships with each other and with your teachers. We want to really have a strong, welcoming environment where everyone feels everybody feels supported. So we'll do some different strategies we'll incorporate, such as like calm classroom, morning meetings, breathing work, to really make sure that everyone's being supported academically and socially and emotionally.
Curriculum instruction. Scholars will be instructed at a grade level in all subject areas, and teachers will use strategies to address any learning loss while providing grade level content.
Okay, so now we're going to get into all of our content areas. So as I said earlier, I am a science and social studies teacher. So what is our science curriculum going to look like? Every other week we will be teaching science. So the first week of school, we will be in our science lessons. What we'll be doing, we'll be doing science, safety, engineering. We'll learn about different scientists. The other topics will be energy, matter, ecosystems, fossils, seasons, weather and climate, and the rock cycle. So those are going to be our major focuses in the science units throughout the year. Each lesson or each unit will have a standard routine. We'll always have an ask, which would be like a really strong inquiry question that we're going to be trying to answer throughout the entire unit. We'll be reading informational articles from different sources. We'll be watching informational videos. We'll be collecting data and analyzing all that data on an integrated information sheet throughout the week. After we've gone through all the different sources, we'll use that information from our data collection sheet to draw conclusions and put together some type of cohesive performance assessment based on what we learned that week on that topic. And at the end of the unit, we'll do a checkpoint assessment where we see, how are you doing? Are you getting this? Are you understanding? Do we need to reteach anything? So that's basically the science at a glance. Then the opposite week, so week 2, we will move into social studies. Week 3, we'll bounce back to science and back and forth. So there are 5 major units of study throughout the social studies course this year. We'll start with ancient Mesopotamia, move into ancient Egypt, then Rome, Greece, and China. Again, it's all ancient times. And each unit will have a history investigation and exploration. We'll really dig into the geography through some geography scavenger hunts, explore different vocabulary through some interactive games. We'll be analyzing primary and secondary sources, and this is really the big key component there, like looking at different types of sources. We'll do some engaging activities where you'll be putting things together again from throughout your prior lessons. And again, we'll do some quizzes and checkpoints to make sure that we're all on the same page. And that's it.
That is a tough act to follow, Miss West. It seems like you guys are going to be doing a lot of exciting things. Okay, so I'm Mrs. Ryan again. I am going to be your 6th grade math teacher. So we are going to be working on a different skill each week. Starting with rational numbers will be our first skill, and then order of fractions and decimals. After that, multiplying fractions and whole numbers, dividing fractions, using long division, adding and subtracting decimals, dividing decimals by whole numbers, multiple step fraction problems, add and subtract fractions, and then wrap up the quarter with multiply and divide fractions. So each week your assignments are going to be the same, so you know what to expect each week. You're always going to have one IXL assignment due on Thursdays by due on Thursdays by 5 p.m. You're also going to have practice problems each week that are going to be due on Wednesdays by 5 p.m. And then on Fridays, we'll always do a weekly quiz on the skill that we worked on for that week. That's going to be during your class time on Friday. So you'll be completing that then. You're not going to be able to do that one ahead of time. And then also on Fridays, we're going to be doing a review quiz of the previous skills that we worked on. Of course, for the first week, you won't have a review quiz, but after that, we'll be reviewing the skills that you work on throughout the year, just so that we ensure that you don't forget everything you've learned so far. Okay, we are going to be doing many different ways to practice these skills, and I think we're going to have a great year in math. I can't wait to get started.
And then once again, I'm Mrs. Brendich. I teach reading and writing. For reading this year, we have a weekly focus on reading for literature or a reading for information skill. For the first quarter, we do a mini lesson on them each week. We'll focus on one of them for the whole week. We'll do mini lessons, watch videos, have a read aloud, do some graphic organizers, really hone in on one skill for the whole week, and then you'll be assessed on it at the end of the week. And then the same thing for writing. We'll focus on one language or writing skill through a mini lesson and an independent writing prompt throughout the week. So that would be independent assignments throughout the week. And then there would also be an assessment at the end of the week on what you've learned. And then throughout the rest of the year, I kind of spiral through the rest of them and review, make sure we haven't forgotten anything that we learned during the first quarter. And then all independent assignments to reinforce skills will be a completion grade, and they'll be due on Thursdays by 5 p.m. And then Fridays will be your quizzes, just like in math. And then differentiated learning is going to be our 1:30 to 2:30 block. Students will work on their independent level content area coursework. So like Mrs. Ryan said, her IXL, and like how I said, the writing assignment, those would be things that you would be working on during that time. Students will have full access to all content teachers via Google Meets. Students join the Google Meet link in the area he or she needs extra help to complete the task. And students may be assigned or required to meet with a specific teacher during this time based on school performance. So based on past assignments, you might be asked by one of your teachers to join a Google Meet at 1:45 so that we can discuss this skill. So that time will be used independently, but you may be assigned to do something in particular. We're really excited for this school year. We're going to make it great. Anyone else have anything to say?
Thrilled to be back in some way or the other.
All right, that's a wrap.
All right.
See you on the road.
Looking forward to meeting everyone.
Yep, can't wait to start the school year.